Welcome to lecture number 3 on AutoCAD experiments. So in this lecture we are going to discuss about how to draw the title block, because that is also a part of your engineering graphics lab. So we will start. So before going to draw the title block, we have to create a margin. Okay, how to create a margin? You all know that margin is a rectangle in shape. So I am going to create a rectangle first. Okay, for that I am going to choose HP pencil. So you all know that in the previous lecture number 2 video you learned how to create the layers. So we already created the layers. In this I am choosing the object line. So once I choose the object line in the layer tab, I am going to select the rectangle command here. See, rectangle command is available here. So you can simply click the rectangle command. Once I click this icon, it is asking specify the first corner point. I am just going to select 0, 0, 0, 0. So if I select 0, 0, the first point of the rectangle has been created. Press enter. And if I press enter, it is asking specify other corner point. Other corner point is always 420, 297. That is nothing but the layout of the drawing sheet. Okay, this is the rectangle which we have created using object layer. Okay, so next I am going to draw a title block. The title block overall length of the title block is 160 mm length, and the height of the title block is 60 mm. So 160 into 60 mm rectangle has to be created. Okay, for that again I am going to use the rectangle command. Okay, so rectangle command, here I am going to specify the first corner point. You can drag your mouse and you can specify the first corner point anywhere within the border. Okay, I am just selecting here and I am just dragging my mouse. See, I am just dragging my mouse towards the right side. You can see the dimensions are increasing or decreasing. Okay, so now I am just going to define my length of the title block. It is 160 mm. So once you lock this dimension, if you want to lock this 160, you have to press tab button. Okay, tab key. So 160 is locked, and then height of the title block is, you are aware, that is 60 mm, 60. So you press enter. So now we have created the title block outer profile. Okay, but the title block should be always on the right bottom corner. Okay, that means somewhere here we have to create the title block somewhere here. But anyway, we have created the rectangle here. Now I want to move my rectangle, the smaller rectangle, to this side. Okay, for that move command. Okay, where is the move command? It is available under the modify tab. In this modify tab, here you can see the move command, MOVE, or else you can type move, it the command will be generated, or simply you can click this icon also, you can enable this move command. If I click this move command, what it ask, see, you have to select the object, which object we have to move. So I am going to move this smaller rectangle. Okay, so the smaller rectangle has been created. Yes, object is selected. If I select, you have to press enter. This object is selected. Okay, so specify the base point. Base point in the sense, this corner should be connected. If I press this corner should be connected with this corner. That's all. See, it is moved. Okay, so now what I am going to do is, I am just zoom in. So to zoom in and zoom out, you can use the scroll button, right? You are aware of this. No need to explain again and again. Using the scrolling button, you can move the zoom in the portion. So yes, next we have to convert this rectangle into separate lines. See, there are two longer edges and two shorter edges are there for this rectangle. Okay, now I am going to convert this rectangle into individual lines. So for that, explode command is used. Explode. See, the command is explode. There is a shortcut, but it is very difficult to remember all the shortcuts and all. You can simply press the entire command, explode command. So which object you need to explode? So this is the rectangle I am going to explode. So I am going to convert this rectangle into individual lines. So I have selected. If you have selected the object, press enter button. Now my entire rectangle has been converted into 4 individual lines. Now you can see, if I click this, only longer edge is highlighted. If I click this, only shorter edge is highlighted. Okay, previously, before using this explode command, if I click the rectangle, the entire rectangle has been selected. Now we can able to select the individual lines. That is the advantage of this explode line. Okay, so now we are going to separate this 60 mm. You know, the height of the, what is that? Height of the title block is 60 mm. Okay, the length of the title block is 160 mm. So now this 60 mm should be divided into 6 equal parts. Okay, so I have to draw this 160 mm line here at a distance of 10 mm from y axis. Okay, so for that, offset command has been used. So if you move your mouse here, offset command. See, this offset command is used to create concentric circle, parallel lines and parallel curves and all. Okay, suppose if I draw a line, okay, somewhere in the drawing sheet, if I want to produce a same set of line at a distance of 10 mm, then I can use offset command. Clear? So I am using the offset command. I am going to divide the entire 60 mm into 6 equal points. Okay, so, sorry, 6 equal lines. So for that, offset command has been selected. So once I select the offset command, it is asking in the command bar, it is asking specify the offset distance. So my offset distance is 10 mm. Simply press 10 and enter. Okay, and then it is if I press enter, again it is asking select object to offset. Which object to be offsetted? So this line should be offsetted. I just click the line. Where you should offset? Either below or above. You have to drag your mouse below. Now offset has been done. Similarly, click this existing newly created line, drag your mouse down. At 20 mm another offset has been created, that is 10 mm. Okay, click this line, drag your mouse down, another offset line has been created. Click this line, drag your mouse, click this line, drag your mouse. Okay, so if you want to go out of the command, you have to press escape button. That's all. Okay, so it has been exited from that particular command which we have used. So once we have done this, see, initially 160 into 60 rectangle has been created, and then the rectangle has been converted into individual lines using explode commands, and then this 160 mm line has been offsetted to 10 mm distance. Okay, so now we have divided the entire 60 mm into individual 10 mm and all. Okay, so now I am going to offset this right shorter edge at a distance of 60 mm. That I will tell you because you aware how the title block looks like. If you can refer the textbook. So I have to draw a line here at a distance of 60 mm. For that, again offset command has been used. See, select offset command, specify the offset distance. The distance now here is 60 mm. Which object to be offsetted? This line, this vertical line should be offsetted at either on the right hand side or left hand side. Left hand side. So you can drag your mouse simply on the left. It gets offsetted. Click the left button. This particular shorter edge is offsetted at a distance of 60 mm from here. Okay, right. So now I need to delete this line and then this line. 1, I have to delete these lines. For that, a trim command has been used. Okay, well, how to use the trim command? It's very easy. So here it is in the modified tab. You have a trim command. Select this. So you can press enter. Okay, once you select the trim command, you can press enter, zoom your mouse, and then this line needs to be trimmed. Okay, okay, and then another is this line is also not required. After that, this line is also not required. You can simply click that line, it gets trimmed off. Okay, so this is the outer profile that we need actually. Okay, once you trimmed off the unwanted lines, you can press escape button. That this title block, the layout has been created. Now we have to choose this projection line, 2h line. Okay, 2h line has to be selected, and then using offset command we have to offset this 160 mm line 2 mm from here and 2 mm from this bottom. Okay, so for that offset command has been used. So you specify the offset distance 2 mm. Okay, so the effective height which we need is 6 mm. So we are offsetting 2 mm on the top, 2 mm on the bottom. That's all. So this line is offsetted here, and then this line is offsetted on the above. So likewise I am going to do this line is offsetted below, this line is offsetted above. And similarly this line is offsetted below, this line is offsetted above. Similarly this line is offsetted below, this line is offsetted above, and then this line is offsetted below and this line is offsetted above. Finally this line is offsetted below and this line is offsetted above. Okay, yes, but if you see we have selected the 2h line, projection line, but the line which we have created is a thick line. It looks like a object line, so we have to change this object line into a projection line. Okay, even though we have selected the particular layer, it is offsetting from the object line. That's why it is looks very thick. So we have to make these lines as a thin line. For that you can select the particular line 1 2. No need to press control and all, simply you can select. Okay, simply you can select these lines. So you can select what are all the lines to be converted to 2h line. You can select all those lines. Okay, and then press PR. PR is nothing but properties of the particular line. See, already see the default layer is object. You can change the object into projection. That's all. From the layer you have to change the projection. Okay, already it is by default it is object, because we have offsetted from object line. That's why it is showing offset. You can change to projection and then close this layer tab. Press escape. Now you can see the lines were somewhat thinner. Okay, so now what we have to do here is we have to create the symbol for first angle projection. So before that we need to trim this line. Okay, see these two lines is also unwanted. So for that trim command has been selected. Once you select that trim command, you press enter. If I press enter, all the edges will be selected. So you can simply click this and then click this. Yes, now the trim command has been done. Okay, so in this gap, this 60 mm gap, we are going to draw the symbol for first angle projection. So before that, let me show you the symbol for first angle projection. So first angle projection symbol, it's a front and side view of frustum of a cone. Okay, So this is the first angle projection symbol. So simply we have to draw a line here and draw another line at a distance of some 20 mm, and then 10 mm circle, and then 30 mm circle. So okay, so this is what we are going to draw in that particular gap, symbol for the first angle projection. So for that I'm going to choose a object line, because it should be a thick one. Okay, so first I'm going to select the line command. I have selected, and then I'm going to specify my first point of the line. This is my first point, and then the overall height is 10 mm. See, I didn't enable the ortho command, that's why the lines is not straight, it is not coming straight. Okay, to enable the ortho command, there is icon here, you can see. If I enable the ortho command here, my line will go straight only, it will not move in other direction. If I intentionally move my mouse also, it will not move in other angles, either it will go 0 or 90. Okay, that is the beauty of this ortho command. Using ortho command, you can create 10 mm line. Click 10 and then press escape. Yeah, now we have created the 10 mm line, but it is somewhat above, but that we can change it later. Okay, so as of now we have created the 10 mm line, and similarly we are going to create a 30 mm line at a distance of 20 mm. So this is the line which we have created as of now. Similarly we are going to create another line, okay, at a distance of 20 mm or 30 mm. That's there is a standard for that, but we are doing roughly, right? So we can keep some distance of 20 mm. You can keep a distance of 20 mm for this. So now I am going to draw another line, so for 20 mm. Okay, so in this in this point I am going to create a 30 mm line, right? So 30 mm, 30, right? Okay, or you can $20 mm line you can create. Okay, not 30, $20 mm line you can create, and press escape. Now I am going to create the midpoint. See, if I drag over this line, a midpoint icon has been enabled, this triangle. So I have to create a midpoint, and I am going to draw a line. Okay, now I am going to move this particular 20 mm line here at the midpoint. This the large line midpoint has to be coincide with this midpoint. So for that I am going to use move command. This line should be moved, so specify the base point. I am choosing the midpoint, so this midpoint should be moved here, and then these lines and all unwanted. Okay, so you can simply select and delete. Now I need to trim this excess line. This line is not at all required, and then this line is also not at all required. You can select and delete, give the delete button, it will be deleted, and then from this to this point you can create a line and press escape. If you want to recall the previously used command, you can press spacebar from this point to this point. Yes, so now we have created the front view of the frustum of cone. Now what we are going to do is I am going to create an axis line. Okay, axis line layer, and I am going to create the axis line like this, right? So this is my midpoint actually. So I am going to move this entire thing at the middle. It is, yes, yes, I have moved at the center. Press escape. Now I need to create a 10 mm circle and 20 mm circle, concentric circle. This is side view. Whatever we are drawn now is front view, and now we are going to draw a side view. For that, a circle is to be created. You can simply press the circle. If I press the circles, it is asking specify center point for the circle. It should be fall on the axis line, and you can create the specify the radius. The radius of smaller circle is 5, and then again select the circle command, specify the center point, and then the radius is 10. Okay, but you see the circle created with the axis layer. You can change, you can simply select the circle, enter PR properties. You can change the axis layer into object layer. That's all. Again, if you want to create an axis line, I'm just going to, using axis line, I'm going to draw a vertical atlas. Using this axis line, I'm just going to create another line and make sure this line is coincide with the center point. Yes, we have completed the symbol and all. Now we need to give some name. See, to add the name, you can go to the annotate tab and create the multi-line text. It is asking specify the first corner where we need to write. Yes, here, and then specify the offset corner, or you can simply specify the height. Height is 6 mm, because the gap which is available is 6, and specify the opposite corner is here. Okay, and now you can type some title block, TI in capital letter, TITLE, title block experiment. Okay, and you can click anywhere. So the title block experiment has been created. Here you can simply copy this and paste, Control C and Control V. Using that particular regular button, you can copy and paste. Okay, Control C and Control V, and you can change the name if you want, name of the student. Okay, and then if you want to Control C and Control V, I am just moving little bit. Yes, it has been moved now. This to be renamed and this to be maybe your department. And Control C and Control V. Using that, you can slightly zoom in, and yes, and then you click this your registration number, and then Control C Control V, select the particular text and Control C Control V, double click this text, press End button, and rename you what we can, yes, a date of the particular experiment, and again you can click Control C and Control V, and you can keep it on the last line. Here the first line is the title of the particular experiment. The last line is always all dimensions are in mm, that is millimeter. So this is the title block experiment. If I press this button, the entire is selected. Okay, so the title block experiment is looks like this. If you want to what is it, save this, how to save this title block experiment and all, that will be explained in the next video. How to save it and how to take how to save as a PDF, how to take a printout and all will be explained in the next video. Thank you.